everybody, Tom Schreiner with theoutdoorcookstore.com. Hey, listen, thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. What I thought I'd do today, I've got my 8.5 gallon, 8.5 quart Bayou Classic Dutch oven. Thought we'd do a little spicy bean recipe for you. What I've done is some black beans, and the first thing you do with these, you're going to soak them overnight in a bowl with plenty of water. Just fill it up 3 inches or so above. That gets a lot of the sugars out of the beans, and once you cook them up, it won't be quite so gassy. So what I've done, I had that soaking overnight. I put them in, I've heated up and brought it to a boil with a couple of ham hocks. And then I'm going to add some vegetables in there, and we're going to let it simmer for about an hour and a half. And then we'll move on from there. But let me go ahead. I've got some whole vegetables here. What I've done with these red bell peppers, you want to take out the ribs and the seeds. This is just going to be for flavoring. We're going to throw them in whole. You will end up taking these out later. But we're going to do that along with my jalapeno pepper. Did the same thing, took out the ribs and seeds. If you like it real spicy, you might throw in a second jalapeno. One's enough for me, though. So anyway, let me go ahead and drop this in, and I'm just going to drop them on top. As I said, we're going to pull these out again, so I just want to lay them on top and make it easy to get out. A couple onions, drop them in whole. We've got some garlic cloves. Whoops. Drop those in there. Okay, then what we're going to do, we're going to simmer this for about an hour and a half, like I said, and we will pull the vegetables out, and then we're going to chop some more up, and we've got another little job to do. But we'll get this going, get this done, and we'll be back in an hour and a half. Okay, I've got my beans and ham hock and all those vegetables simmering here. Incidentally, what I've done, I put a timer on, I forgot to mention, I put a timer on there for every half hour or so, just to check the water levels, just to make sure it hasn't all steamed off. So, now, what I've done, I've got some chopped up red peppers. I put those on a little ahead of time. I need to saute these. These take a little longer than the onions and garlic. So what I'm going to do is saute these for a few minutes till they soften up, and then we're going to puree them. But first we'll just let them sit for a minute. But anyway, so I'm going to saute these in my Bayou Classic cast iron skillet. So anyway, this is step 2 of the process. So let me get this finished up, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. Been a couple hours. I've taken out the whole vegetable from the beans. Also removed the ham hocks. We'll get to that in a minute. I have also taken my sauteed vegetables and pureed them. Now, the way I added 8 ounces of the water from the beans, liquid from the beans, and a quarter cup of the balsamic vinegar, and then a teaspoon of chipotle, quarter teaspoon of chipotle. So that's all ready to go. Now, I've kind of worked on one of the small ham, part of the ham hock. What I'm going to do now with this ham hock is, the recipe calls for just throwing this away, but I like the meat, so I'm going to take off the fat, and then we're just going to get rid of all the gristle and fat on here, and then we're going to go ahead and put the rest of the meat, chop the meat up, and put it back in. So we'll work on this guy. Cut the fat off, and I'm just going to slice this meat up, and it's going to go back in to the beans. So that's close enough. I'm going to take this on over, dump that back in the beans, Take my pureed veggies, put those in. That smells good. Mix it up. Now, normally I let this kind of sit overnight and redo it. As a matter of fact, I am going to let this sit overnight. I'm going to have some people over for the World Series. But I always like to taste my creations as soon as they're done. So this is still pretty hot. I'm going to give it a little try. Let's see how she tastes. That's really freaking good. That's good. I like that. That's really good. I'll have this, there's some little options you can use in this recipe that I'll put it on the blog post. You can read the blog post, and so there'll be a couple different options. That really is good, and it does taste better overnight in the long, but that's pretty darn good right there. So, anyway, I hope you like that. You know, we have the cast iron cookware. You can use that inside and out, and it's perfect for cooking up these types of beans. If you'd like to get some cast iron, Bayou Classic cast iron cookware, visit our website, theoutdoorcookstore.com. We carry the full line there. And thanks for visiting our blog, and come back and see us again, and cook yourself up some beans.